Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the PIEA week number 5. I am so excited to get into this matchup with all of you right now, right here. Two elite division teams going at it. Warren area versus Pine Grove. And honestly, this spot is so necessary. Both teams having a rough start to their seasons. You do really need to bring it up right here and now, immediately. Looking like we're going to be seeing that Doomfist composition coming through here from Warren area. I do really like that. I enjoy the Doomfist as much as the next guy. And over on the other side of Pine Grove, we will be seeing Chimp on the Mauga combined with the Kiriko, with the Moira. Going to give a lot of healing out to keep him up and running throughout this first map of Samoa.
Hey.
You know, immediately here, we're going into this. I really think that I'd have to give the advantage to Pine Grove. The Reaper Cassidy is so powerful, especially in that brawl type position that this map does offer. And it's going to be very difficult to really try and play that against them, especially when you're running a Doomfist. You cannot play aggressive into this composition. Obviously, there isn't the Mei, which does give a lot of support, but still, the Cassidy with the magnetic grenade, the Reaper with the self-heal along with his shots. Look at that. Boopor already taking a lot of damage going into this with both teams trying to contest the point. However, there's going to be a little bit more pressure here coming in from Warren area, taking the first little bit of the advantage, but with Hex and Proto getting dropped down, it's going to be Sleepy Ninja next, and that's going to be the point going in the favor of Pine Grove. Next up, we're going to be seeing this Baptiste fending for his life here against Chip, who is unable to break through the Mercy support, but might just come to an end now. No, it will not. Bipolar going to finish off Pooper, though, and that is just going to be the fight going again in the favor of Pine Grove. Not Pine Grove, sorry. Warren area is going on the back foot here, and with a Mercy who already has the Valkyrie available, this might be where Warren area is going to be able to make it happen and bring this back into their favor. I mean, I've never been a massive fan of Mauga ult. I think it gives a decent amount of value, but especially against a composition that totally relies on playing far back, it's going to be difficult. I mean, I guess you can just try and trap the Mauga in it, but as long as that Mercy just like heals from the outside, it's going to be very difficult to really find a lot of value with that. I mean, I guess the Visor flank is going to be coming through here by the looks of it. However, with the Moira on the right side, it's going to be difficult already. It was coming through. There's going to be an anti-grenade, but there's coming in from Mauga here. Bullflar already finding Nick, and it's going to be a little bit of power coming in. Coalescence going to protect the entire team, and with Acknowledge getting shot down by that Coalescence, we're going to be seeing the Kitsune Rush coming through. Another Coalescence to go with it, and that's going to be the fight, bringing in the favor here of Pine Grove once more. I mean, immediately going into this, based on power rankings, you do kind of have to give the lead to Pine Grove. They've taken down really strong teams already throughout this year in the spring season. Taking down Garnet Valley is a massive accomplishment that, you know, you really do have to give to them. And especially for being able to do it shows how dominant they can be. And especially in this matchup with 92%, they need to just be able to finish this out and finish it out quick. But no, this might finally be about Chimp finding that kill. We're going to be seeing the Deadeye come through, finding one on Jacobine. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to happen. Sleepy Ninja finding the third. There's going to be the rest coming in, however, and it's just going to be Chimp making his work happen with Ognalot swapping over to the Bastion, having that Mercy Valk, giving him the DPS boost. It's going to be finally in the favor of Warren area. You do really have to give him props for that one. Being able to have Nick get the res off onto your tank, especially mid-fight, that was so necessary to be able to maintain that aggression here. The only real problem I see is it's going to be difficult to keep Aquanaut here up, oh no, kicking. Since with the Reaper on that Pine Grove side, it's very easy to just mouth down on those tank type heroes. But there's gonna be the ult coming in. Deathboss not gonna find anything with the anti-nade going on to him. He's gonna get that kill without any self-heal in his favor. And with the Nano Swarm coming in hot, this might be Hexaproto's time to make something happen. However, Chimp at a very low HP line, you're gonna want to try and focus him if you're on the side of Warren area. However, it's not gonna happen yet. and it's going to be difficult. The orbital strike is available here, but besides that, there are no ultimates remaining, and there's going to be 4 on the side of Pine Grove. There's the first one coming in. There's Coalescence as well. It's already going to be difficult, but you need to make it happen, and you need to make it happen now. There's going to be the first one coming off to Sleepy Ninja, and it's going to be Chimp finding the next one. The anti-nade comes through, and Nick gets taken down as well. And with no time remaining, the overtime's been triggered. The orbital strike has been activated. Pooper going to try and hold out, but alas, it is 4-0 with 65 to 100%. Pine Grove took him down, but Warren area really made their stand there towards the end.
0 to 1.
I mean, going into this next map, it's gonna look... Oh, we're going back to the Doomfist. Okay, no, we are not going back to the Doomfist. I would have liked to see it come out, especially on a map like this one, because it does have a little bit more of a ability to get the environmental kills as Doomfist, as Lucio. Those characters have a little bit more potential than they would on that previous map we saw. But right here is where I don't know how I feel about this, since I do think that the Mauga pick is good. However, in the current meta, playing against a Mauga only running that flex support characters that we do see being ran right now, it's very difficult to really find value. Obviously, Pooper does have the anti-nade that can really find a lot. Besides that, it's difficult to really just go through it, which is why I'd have to give Warren area a little bit of an advantage composition-wise here. But with Chimp switching to the Junker Queen, maybe they have a different plan in mind. Coming into this, it's going to be difficult. The point has not gone in the favor of anybody yet. Nobody has the courage to touch this yet. There's going to be the first strike coming in, but it's not finding much. Fun's already getting utilized here, but it's going to be in vain. Chimp finding the first one onto Sleepy Ninja here, coming in with the first blood, and it like the side of Pine Grove wants to make some damage coming in here. Getting the point immediately here. It's going to be Chimp finding the second one onto Nick, and it's going to just keep going in the favor of Pine Grove here. There's going to be the act coming in, and Chimp finding that Pooper with Aglock, finding his death right after. That's going to be a pretty big lead immediately going into the side of Pine Grove. Taking that point first, you're going to like that a lot. Now, looking at these ultimates here, the Rampage is very realistically going to be the first one available, at least from the side of Pine Grove. Agnaut might be able to build up to his orbital strike faster, but no, never mind. Coalescence has been achieved. We could see that come out early here, which, I mean, I do like. It's a pretty powerful ultimate, and it also finds a lot of value. But the Mercy boosted Bastion going to find a lot of value. Chip gonna get that first kill. There's gonna be Coalescence activated. Finally, we're gonna be seeing that Reinhardt charge, but finding 0 value while doing so. Orbital Strike comes in, but it's not gonna find anything. There's gonna be the Nano Blade coming in as well, and there's gonna be a Rampage to counter it out. And Pooper finding his death. There's gonna be Jacobine finding Hex Proto, and there's gonna be one more to try and find, and there's Aglock finding his death. With 2 players remaining, that Mercy is going to be found out most likely. Yes, he will, and Nick finding his death as well. Both fire strikes already utilized. It's not looking too good here. 75% has been achieved, but as we've seen, Warren area strikes their hardest when they are under the most pressure. Leo finding a little bit of damage here with only 100 HP remaining. He's going to have to back out. There's going to be a charge coming in. There's a hack as well. Agnock switching over to the Sombra. He's going to be left at 2 HP, and there's going to be him falling as soon as Rush gets activated here. But it's going to be too much to handle. Sleepy Ninja with the 1, with the 2, with the 3. It's already back in anybody's favor. It's not over until it's over, and Pine Grove is not winning today. Warren area takes this fight. Pine Grove forced onto another fight, unable to end it out fast. It does seem to be them just getting a little bit too overconfident after they get to 99%, which you don't really like, you know. It's Sleepy Ninja getting caught off guard. He got a little bit too aggressive there. You got to be playing with your tank, and with a double head tap from Solid Blade. It's gonna be great, but there's gonna be the Shatter, unable to find much, but there's gonna be Jacoby going in for the Death Blossom, finding a little bit more, and there's the Valkyrie gonna keep up their tank. Hexaproto not gonna find his death today, but with Agilnock getting shot down, 99% has been achieved, but it's not gonna be enough today, with another fight going in the favor of Warren Area. This match really has been a movie. Both teams striking hard, and honestly, it looks like Warren Area really does have the potential to bring it through here. They start off slow, but after a difficult thing, there's the commanding shout coming in here immediately. There's going to be the coalescence, but with the cleanse to back it out, there's going to be a very difficult time going through here. There's going to be a Deadeye, but the Deadeye doesn't find much compared to Orion Shield. Hexaproto at a very low HP, and he's going to have to get some Mercy pocketed by Nick, but there's Sleepy Ninja. There's going to be the next one onto Avalnock, and it looks like we are done, but with Chimp finding two, there's going to be the Rampage coming in, and this is over. Pine Grove taking it in not as a dominating fashion as we've seen in previous weeks, so I do really have to give Warren Area a special props for being able to maintain that potential and just keep coming through with a lot of power. Massive shatter right there. I do really gotta love that. I mean, I can't hate it. Look at that. Nick also finding that Mercy kill. You gotta love it a ton. But ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started. And honestly, I would not be surprised if Warren Area is able to make something happen going into map number 2. But we will be back right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for the second map, going on to King's Row here. Very standard pick. A lot of teams will like to run this, and for Warren Area to choose this into Pine Grove after losing in that first map, it's going to be interesting. It's going to show that they have the confidence to play that composition better than we're going to see Pine Grove being able to. And honestly, looking at these compositions, I am so confused, to say the least. coming in here from Warren area, running that Symmetra Reaper. That brawl potential is insane. UTP, Reaper goes through, Ryan goes through with him, puts up the shield. It's so powerful. I mean, I do really like what we're seeing from Pine Grove here. Chimp on the Sigma. It's an interesting pick. Not something you usually do see on a map like King's Row, since this shield doesn't find a whole ton of value and can easily be shot down. But I don't hate it here. I really don't. I think that especially when combining it with the Sojourns, yeah, there's going to be that brawl potential I was talking about earlier. TP, get the Reaper in through. It's going to be already Pooper finding a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be enough. So to kill him, Sleepy Ninja finding a lot, but no, Cassidy takes him down that early. He's going to be, and he's trying to go for the reload, but already a backwards dash will put Sleepy Ninja on the way to finding Boo Puller. But there's going to be the first kill coming in here from Sleepy Ninja with a tank who's all by himself. Chimp getting shot down immediately in Warren area. I gotta love this from them. They are playing this fantastically. Oh my gosh, I don't know where they learned this coordination and teamwork, but they are playing it really well. And Olelo already getting put down to the second. They're already getting put down to the second point. That's going to be all the way back at the very end of this map. And oh god, Warren area, we might be going to map number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be the first time all season that we have streamed a map number 3 for any team. That is absurd that it is happening here. But swapping to the Arresta, gonna be a little bit of an interesting pick. Gonna be able to take down the Reaper Death Blossom a little bit easier than what we'd see from a Sigma. There's me, Nick, finding the rest off and Chip's kill. And this might just be Sleepy Ninja finding a kill, but no. And with no utility remaining, he's gonna have his TP soon, but he's gotta make this Death Blossom happen somehow. And no, he's gonna be a difficult one. The cleanse comes through, and it's gonna be Solid Plate finding Sleepy Ninja on the back lines, and there's gonna be the Shatter as well. And oh no, Hexprota finding Biopillar. There you go. There's gonna be a little bit of a Valkyrie to come in and respond to that Shatter, but it's not gonna be enough just about yet. Hexprota drops, and there's gonna be Chip finding an kill onto Pooper. It's gonna be 2, but a Coalescence to finish it off. And with Sleepy Ninja falling, this might finally be where we're going to see Pine Grove make that full hold and take even more value off of the hands of Warren area. Both fire strikes already utilized. There's going to be some Symmetra turrets popping off, but it's looking weird. Okay, an interesting wall coming here, but okay, the Javelin comes through, and with a big Terror Surge, it doesn't even matter. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have our MVP. Solid Plate completely protecting his team with that cleanse. There's gonna be the Kitsune Rush getting utilized, and with Hexaproto trying to make something happen with the dash. It's not gonna happen yet, and with Chip just running it down, he has no fear in the world. He goes golden and goes for more. Hooper finding the first. It's going to be a little bit more. He's going to find his death, and with Hex in the air, Nick gets fallen down. The Angel has fallen, and with Boo Polar finding him off, it's going to be even more of a fight. Pine Grove looked shaky at first, but ever since, they have not looked weak whatsoever. Still though, Chimp almost having that Terror Surge back. Deadeye's available. We're going to be seeing that overclock as well, and against only a Kitsune Rush. Potentially, we might see Hexaproto drop the Shatter here, but it's going to be difficult to make something happen. Obviously, with Trim off of that Sigma, it's going to be a little bit easier, but there's the Deadeye coming through as well as the overclock, but the Ice Block completely blocked off Hexaproto, and with Chimp dropping down the Terror Surge, it doesn't find anything yet, but oh no, Sleepy Ninja falling. There's the Javelin Spin coming in as well, and it looks like this might just be another fight in the favor of Pine Grove, not losing anybody and finding as much value as you could possibly ask for. Looks like we're going to be seeing Hexaproto here. He did not drop that Shatter last fight, so this is where you really need to make something happen. Lots of swaps have come through. The Junkrat's available. The May has that Blizzard online. It's time to make something happen. And with only 2 support ults on the side of Pine Grove, if you're going to make something happen, you need to make it happen now. Already almost getting called out here. Forced to use the ice block. Sleeping and finds his death. The pool puller as well. Getting shot out just to trade it off. But oh no, no, no. That is going to be a blizzard wasted with the golden sage coming in from the chimp. It's going to be hard to make anything happen off of that. But there's going to be the dash coming in. It's not going to find much. And it's going to be Aguilnock finding a headshot, but not a kill. The wall comes through and nobody's breaking it. But the javelin spin killing Hexaproto off him. And this might just be Chimp surviving for even longer. This is not looking good whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, another one comes through. But it's the same damn thing. Hexaproto cannot hit Chimp. And there's going to be the Terra Surge. Jacobine finally finding Nyx here. It's going to be a little bit of an advantage, but there's going to be the massive takedown on Sleepy Ninja's tire, and with a cleanse to keep him off. With 1 minute remaining, Chimp keeps going for more, finding Pooper and finding with the side of Wyoming area in their spawn. Pine Grove, how did they make this happen? They had lost that first point without even a minute being used, but now they are just unable to lose. Maybe it was just Chimp swapping to the red side with a Mei on the back lines. It's just going to be Aguilnock forced to retreat, forced to utilize the Mei wall already. Lots of damage initially coming through here. There's going to be Kitsune Rush to try and make something happen, but the counter Kitsune Rush has been utilized. There's going to be the Suzu going on to Chip, but no, there's going to be a Mei wall coming in behind him, but an ice block has already been caught out here. And with Chip finding his Terra Surge, he's going to find the value, and the Suzu was a second too late. Hexaproto, though, he has that next shatter available, but he needs to make this happen, and he's going to. Finding out that coalescence, but it's not going to cancel for long. It's going to be still alive and Sleepy Ninja at a very low HP line. You need to take him down now. Finally, it looks like Hexaproto might be taking down Pooper, but it's not yet. Solid Plate still alive, but not for long. Chimp finding his death from Terra Surge, but no, that was not going to be the tire you needed. And with Jacobine finding his death as well, finally the second point's going to be completed in overtime. And with 1 player remaining, there's a Moira in the back lines. Not Moira, sorry. There is going to be nobody remaining to try and stop this point from pushing too far. Oh, wait, no, there is. Yep, there he's going, trying to find his way out, but it's not going to be mattering for too much longer here. Sleepy Ninja almost falling down, but with that Mercy heal, he's going to stay alive for at least a little bit longer. Already tries to put down his trap, not going to find much, and he's going to get broken. But there's going to be the Javelin spin for the engagement, but it's not going to engage for long. Valkyrie's being popped, but with Aguilnock finding his death, Boom Puller going to be taken down. There's going to be Solid Plate finding another one. Sleepy Ninja finding his death. Nick's going to find a res, but with a shatter, finding nothing. Hexaproto, he needs to make some value here, and he needs to make it happen now, but a Terra Surge is on its way. Unable to find any kills, though, with Boom Puller finding Aguilnock. It's going to be very powerful here, and it's going to be Hexaproto almost finding his pin, but not quite. And this is just going to be him staying alive, just like Michael Jackson said. And Chimp finding Sleepy Ninja. And with only 20 seconds remaining, you really do need to make something happen here. Boopor already using that dash. He's going to find a little bit of value, but not enough. And with a Reinhardt, Hexaproto's being caught off guard, but not for long. There's going to be Sin Rush coming through here, though, and the Blizzard is going to just keep Chimp alive, but there's a Cassidy frozen right behind you. He doesn't get shot down, though. With that Deadeye available, will he find much? That's the question we've got to be asking. Yes, he will. Hexaproto find Deadeye, and it's going to be 2 supports, both shot down here, and with a Valkyrie getting popped, Chimp keeping him away from the rest of his team, but not for long. The res comes through. Jacobine, however, he's going to be able to find Pooper to try and make it even, but with Nyx not getting any pressure towards him, he's just going to be able to keep his team up for as long as possible. He finally is unable to find Hexaproto's alive, and it's going to be Nick getting taken off the board, and a 2-point completion isn't terrible. You do kind of like that. But it's also going to be hard. Pine Grove now on... they're going to be on the attack here, and they really do need to make something happen. And honestly, I don't know how much faith I really do have in them. Immediately here, characters about to be shown to the rest of us. Let's see. All right. Very similar compositions coming through out here. However, one small problem you're going to be facing here if you are Warren area. All right, never mind. I was going to say, if you don't have any hit scan, all Pine Grove really needs to do is swap to a Mei, and it's going to be a little bit of a hard time to try and stop that. But oh no, you are not telling me that Pine Grove is keeping this composition. Are we really seeing the Lucio Lifeweaver come through today? Definitely something I wouldn't be expecting here, to say the bare minimum, but
Those are on my
I mean,
list
hey,
too.
if they're anything like Warren area, they got some crazy strats cooked up. And yep, there's gonna be the swap coming onto the Moira, just a rush comp, something, you know, you see it pretty often. It's a pretty powerful thing. It gets a lot of value, especially in the current meta. Looking forward to seeing how this can be run here. Jacobine, all with their shots, but there's going to be Maywell coming in to try and stop Chimp here, but it's going to get broken down immediately. But with Hexa Proto at 100 HP, he's going to find the mega heal, or the small heal pack, but it's not going to be enough. Chimp finds a Hexa Proto. There's going to be Pooper finding his death as well. To trade it out, Sleepy Ninja's going to find Jacobine. However, is it going to be enough? No, it will not. And with Sleepy Ninja getting taken down, it's going to be a effort that's not going to go well prevailed. And with Hexa Proto already swapping to the Doomfist, looks like they're already starting to struggle. Nick, I thought Nick was on the opposite side there, not gonna lie. It would have been very funny to see Hexa Proto just in the air shooting or hitting somebody midair. But there's gonna be the touch coming through here, and with a Doomfist at very low HP, Boopole are gonna find him out, and Agonok gonna find something, but it's not gonna be enough because Chimp gonna trade it out immediately. However, Boopole is not gonna be alive for long. Chimp gonna try and find the Pharaoh in the air, but it's not gonna come through. But it's not gonna matter anyway, because with so many kills, a Mercy who's by himself, unable to get to that fairy you so desperately want to pocket here. It's going to just be the point going in the favor of Pine Grove, and they're going for more here. They're pushing through. They have no plans on faltering anytime soon. I do really like this composition coming in from Pine Grove here, not gonna lie to you. I think that this can provide a ton of value if played correctly. Already here though, the Valkyrie gets popped. They want to try and bring up Hexa Proto to his survivability, but it's not gonna give anybody else support with Pooper finding his death. There's gonna be a little bit of value coming in. Chimp gonna be able to try and find some damage, but it's not gonna be enough to get the kill yet, but with the Coalescence getting popped, Chimp switching forms here, going into Nemesis mode, and he's finding two, and he's gonna try and find more. But the Vortex is not gonna be able to stop any of these flying characters in their tracks, and they're just gonna be able to find their way out. Look at that though. 2 players pushing the point, 3 just forcing the entire side of Warren area to stay back. Hexa Proto swapping over to the Mauga, an interesting pick that I wouldn't even... I mean, I guess I like it a little bit, because there's no utility to really stop him in his tracks here. But with an orbital strike coming through, finds 1, finds 2! This might just be the moment we see Warren area make that comeback you so desperately want to be making here. Chimp gonna have a little bit of pressure put onto him by Aglenock here, but he has the barrage available. It doesn't seem like they want to use it just yet, but I think that this could potentially be where you make that stop happen on the side of Warren area. You're playing this so extremely well. I love what they're doing here. The plays that they're making look so good, and honestly, I want to see more from them. Immediately, we're going to be seeing Sleepy Ninja going into that turret mode. He's not going to find much, but Aglenock pulling out the barrage. Going to be able to find one. There's going to be the second one, but no! The Annihilation's activated, and finding 1, finding 2. Aglenock, the final hope. It's not going to matter for long, but Chimp finding his death, and it's going to be a little bit longer that Pine Grove has to keep pushing here. Unable to find anything off that Ramatra ult. Chimp will be swapping over to that Mauga pick along with Steel or Solid Plate, swapping over to the Kiriko. I do like these picks a little bit more than I think. I don't know. I think I'd prefer a Baptiste or someone with a little bit more hit scan potential, since we do see Aguilar causing a lot of trouble here. But we'll see how this goes here. Already, here's going to be the first engagement coming in. Jackal being unable to find anything with that overclock, and there's going to be that Malga ult coming through as well. There's going to be a little bit of a coalescence to try and counteract the aggression that we see from Warren area, but with Sleep Ninja pulling out the orbitals, it's going to find enough value to take down a level. But okay, that's going to be one kill, and it looks like we might be seeing more. Chimp finding his death as well. And oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, with 2 minutes remaining and the cleanse already being utilized, Hexaproto is going to have no problem just pushing through and pushing deaths. It's going to be hard. To make something like this happen, you're going to need to really have that mental fortitude to keep going. And Pine Grove has been struggling after they lost that first fight on this point. With a minute 30, you have to make something happen, and you have to make it happen now. Only 3 ults are going to be coming through here against the barrage, finding one, but no, there's going to be the counter, and it's going to finally find Aglanok. Chip getting that kill is so detrimental, but the res comes through. Nick finding that res, going to be able to find so much support for the rest of his team, making this even further in the side of Warren area's attack. And oh no, this defense they're showing us looks so good right now. I can't believe how much value they're coming out here. Champ looking to make something happen. However, there's going to be the Malga ult to just cancel all aggression. The counter Malga ult comes through, and Hexaproto finding his death. Hexaproto looking to try and make something happen. It's not going to, though, and Chimp with 150 HP, he needs to find the support you so desperately need, but at 29 HP, Aglanok's gonna find him off here. And Boo Polar trying to make something happen for the rest of his team. It's not going to yet. And ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be a completely utilized Kitsune Rush that has no more value to give. And honestly, looks like Pine Grove is just going to be losing this second map. With 10 seconds remaining, we need to see Chimp make a play, and it needs to happen now. Question is, will he even have the time to? Assume he does have that left shift ready. There it is, going to come through. It's going to be able to find something, but no, the heal's coming through. There's the Deadeye. Will it find anything? No, it will not. The barrage finds one. The barrage finds two, and Chip falls. 1, 2, 3. The eyes on me, and Pine Grove look to be falling this next map, and with one more player remaining, and with Alelo falling, that's going to be Pine Grove losing, and Warren area bringing us to map number 3. Well, I cannot say that I am not at least pleased by the way this map is going. Both teams showing so much power going through here. These are some of the teams that, I'll just say it, they have not been showing as dominant performances throughout this season. But with today, I will say both look to be making a mark that they're going to want to make. And right here to start, both teams looking so powerful. Amazing synergy coming through here with the Bastion ults and the Pharah. It looks insane to watch. We see so much power coming in from Chimp and Solid Plate, and I am so excited for map number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, and we will be back right after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with map number 3, final map of the day. Looking forward to seeing which team can really pull through and bring it home for their school here. And honestly, the characters are about to come through here, and I would love to see some similar things to what we saw last map. Maybe bring that Doomfist back in Hexaproto. At least he's starting on it. I don't know if he's gonna swap off after a couple seconds here, just baiting the stream out. But oh my gosh, looks like we're gonna be seeing, I mean, I assume we're gonna see solid plate on that Lucio once more, but no, Kiriko's coming through. I don't hate this whatsoever, but the only problem you really do have with the Kiriko is neither side are real. Oh, I guess Chimp is kind of, but there's not a whole lot you can really do with the Suzu except using it as a defensive item. Immediately though, both teams looking to try and make something happen. There's going to be Aglonok finding the first death of the game against Jacobine here with the pulse grenades, looking to make some big plays. Chimp gonna be able to go through for even more value. Boopole gonna be able to find that next kill. Sleeping Ninja finding his death. That's gonna be a massive lead here. And honestly, Pine Grove, I would immediately, if I think, like, you use logic here, you got to give them a little bit of an advantage. First map, they were pretty dominant going into that. So this is a very similar map to that first thing. Control and that Flashpoint are very similar types of modes. So I'd say that they have a little bit of an advantage going into this, but Hexaproto says otherwise. Finding the first kill, it's going to be Pooper finding his death, but People are gonna get traded out. Honestly, I'd give Pine Grove a little bit of a scare here. But no, Sleepy Ninja falling against Jacobine, finding so much value throughout this game. He's gonna get taken down though. Hexaproto has not lost any hope despite losing the player advantage. He's constantly going for more. Aglonok fighting on point, and he has that mercy to keep him up. And the damage boost is so massive going into this. He's at 70 HP, and he finally falls. Aglonok not having a great time with both supports on the side of Ward area. Very low HP. Nick is going to be forced to utilize the Valkyrie. Going to be traded out essentially for a Coalescence here with that finally being popped. There's going to be a little bit of a strong fight here, but he goes for more. That's insane. We're seeing the meteor strike coming through here, and it's not looking too good. Hexaproto, though, he still wants to make his mark, finding two with the power punch, and Alelo gonna be able to figure him out. But what was that? Ladies and gentlemen, a double kill with the Deadeye. It's not enough. It's all in vain because Boopolar has enough of that. He said it is not time for this. It is time for us to be going home and going to the second point of Saravasa. Immediately, I do like what we're seeing here. Aglonok on the Reaper, Sleeping Ninja on the May. I really think that that's going to be what you need here, except not against this comp. Chimp, especially now that he has the Rampage, is just going to be able to walk away from whatever type of position they put him in. They can trap him against a wall, and it's still not going to be able to finish him off, most likely, because he has the commanding shout. He has the Rampage Axe. They have so much utility to just constantly keep Chimp away from danger. But this is where you need to make something happen, and you need to make it happen now. There's the Communication Box coming through here, and along with a Reaper Axe, but no! The Death Blossom comes through. It's going to be completely cleared off. That's going to be a very bad Rampage, though, because it's going to be completely cleansed out. Pooper here finding so much value. There's going to be Coalescence coming through. Aglonok finding his res from Nick here. That's going to be such a helpful thing to keep him in this match. But Boopolar finding Hexaproto out, and it's going to be difficult. Chimp, however, he's going to be able to make some marks here, and he's going to find one. There's the second, there's the third. It's 1, 2, 3, and Chimp finding the third kill, taking this point back from 46% going on to side of, oh my gosh, wow, Pine Grove. They lost a lot of time though, and honestly, I think that they're probably going to be able to find 40% by the time we even see the next fight start up here. It's going to be difficult. And honestly, if Boopor doesn't make a big Deadeye come through here, it might just be back on that 47, bringing it even further. Aglnock finding something here. He's going to be walled off, but there's going to be the wall coming in, finding it. Hexaproto going to find a lot of value here, and he's going to try and make more happen. There's going to be Nick finding his death, trying to make a res happen. Aglnock going to fall down as well from Chip. There's Solid Plate finding that Kiriko on Kiriko action, taking the next kill with 70%. Solid Plate's going to find Pooper here, and it's going to keep going in the favor of Pine Grove here. There's going to be a Blizzard available, and then there's so many ultimates in the favor of Warren area. The only question is, will they even be able to make any of them happen? Their answer is yes, with the touch coming through. Jacobine's going to back up a little bit here, and with the Valkyrie activated, I don't think anyone's going to die just about yet, but never mind, the Rampage comes through, and that's going to be the fall of Hexaproto. The res comes out, and it's going to be enough to get it off, but not enough to keep Nick alive. Chimp finds his next heal. He's going to find two, and it's going to be Jacobine finding Hexaproto, and it's going to be the second point going in the favor of Pine Grove, and they are on that match point, series point, if you will. And with only 2 ults going to be available here for the side of Warren area, they're going to be on their feet and they're going to be on their toes to try and make something happen. It's going to be difficult, that's for sure. You cannot say that in the slightest. Hexaproto already put down to a low HP line. Pooper as well, not being able to run the heals. Pooper finding the second in the round, and it's going to be difficult to make anything happen now that you are down your tank. Warren area not looking like they are having a fun time whatsoever. Aglnock finding himself in a pretty sticky situation. However, Nick getting found out by Chimp, and it looks like Aglnock potentially has a way to find a kill, and it's going to be Sleeping Ninja to finish it off. This is potentially where you make something happen. Now that Bullpower down, that's going to find so much value, but not enough yet. With the point starting on the side of Pine Grove, you're going to need to flip it, and you're going to need to flip it fast. Immediately, though, going into this already, the engage comes through. There's going to be the Malgol coming in. However, there's the cleanse to go with it. Finding Jacobine, that's going to be exactly what you need to start this off. However, there's the goal. There's going to be that first Kitsune rush. It looks like Solid Plate's going to just want to save his for later. They understand that this fight is lost, and they just want to die fast as possible. And, I mean, they allow the point to get swapped, but with a fast death like that, it's going to be hard to really continue to make these points go in your favor. I think that they could potentially find some percentages here, but with a Visor available and a Reaper Death Blossom available, it's going to be hard. Immediately, though, the next fight is coming through here, and with a little bit of a... Oh, wait, never mind. Kitsune Rush and Visors available here. It's going to be difficult to make something happen here, but there's going to finally... Cleanse has been immediately popped out. There's going to be the Visor, but it's not in. Going to find anything. The Visor gets found out immediately. Chimp finding that kill. It's going to be a lot for his team right there, but the point has finally gone in the favor of the side of Pine Grove here, with Boopor falling down. However, never mind. There's Hexaproto, however, he's got the Rampage effect on him, but it's not going to matter for long. Cleanse comes out onto him. Pooper going to be able to get taken down. However, there's going to be the Valkyrie, and it's going to be a little bit in the favor of Pine Grove, but not in the way that you would want. They made the ultimate happen in their favor, but nothing else. With a Valkyrie Mercy, who has on a blood run, finding 2 kills, finding a level, finding Chip, and that's going to be the third point. Finally, we're seeing Warren area make that competition you so desperately want to. Looking like we're going to be seeing Upor with that Deadeye available, along with the Kitsune Rush going into this final fight. Chimp has swapped over to the Arista that he showed a lot of dominance on in the early stages of the last map. We'll see how well this can really contest against Amalga here inside of Hexaproto. Going into this, though, it's going to be difficult, but it looks like they want to make something happen. Javelin spin comes through immediately. There's going to be the first blood. Aglnock finding his death. He's shown so much dominance throughout this entire match. For him to fall this early, this might just be in the favor of Pine Grove. However, there's going to be the Kitsune Rush as well, and Hexaproto's forced to back off. Nick just keeps going with them. Sleep Ninja trying to find something, but it's not going to happen just about yet. Jacobine finding one. There's going to be Chimp finding the second, and oh no, the point has gone in the favor of Pine Grove to start us off here. However, you do have to remember there's a lot of ults on the side of Warren area. They are about to have that visor available. There's gonna be a Kitsune to go with it, and honestly, unless we can see Chimp do what he did last time a visor was available, it could just be Warren area mowing him down here. And especially since Chimp is no longer on that JQ, who has a little bit more of a burst damage output with the Rampage Axe, and so much like that, it's gonna give a little bit of a harder time to really take down Sleepy Ninja before he can activate that. But going into this immediately, fight's being activated, and it looks like both sides try to make something happen. There's going to be the engage coming through. Buns is to try and stop it, but then there's going to be the Coalescence to mow down Exploders. Looking to finding one of it's not going to be enough. The Coalescence finding Pooper. There's going to be even more. Pooper are going to be able to find out that Ult and Chimp finding Sleepy Ninja. There's a res coming in, and it's going to be off, but off with Nick Ted. And Boo Polar finds the next and finding Hexaproto. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Your game winners today. Pine Grove taking this in a 2-1 fashion. Not looking the best, not looking the worst, and they're going to want to keep going further and further throughout this season. That was insane, and honestly, I got to give props to both teams. Definitely showing so much value. There were no weak links throughout either of these teams, and that was an absurd match to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, be back at 6:30. We got even more games for you later today, and that is going to be it from me. Thank you all so much.